This segment of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. 3 illegal migrants could not evade capture on Monday after videos circulated social media of a large school bus being used as a home for them on Abaco. The 3 Haitian males were found living in a school bus and were arrested after a joint operation between the Department of Immigration's Abaco District, the Royal Bahamas Police Force, and officials from the Departments of Housing and Environmental Health. The department in a statement says an official complaint was lodged that a school bus had been converted into a dwelling home for suspected migrants in the Dundas Town area. The investigative team found the 3 males on board the bus who attempted to escape. The men were cautioned and transported to the Immigration's Marsh Harbor office, where further investigations revealed that they possessed no legal status in the country. Well, here's what Immigration Minister Ellsworth Johnson told reporters this morning, just before the weekly cabinet meeting.
Listen, we have laws and regulations that govern the immigration to and from the Bahamas, and what they're simply doing is following the rules and procedures always. Nothing has changed, and so I know they've been in the immigration stations throughout the Bahamas, and they're required to do certain things. So wherever they have reasonable suspicion to believe that someone is not here properly resident in the Bahamas, they have this authority to go and address those issues, and that's just what they're doing. And so they're not picking on anybody. It is what the law allows. And so what we not only suggest, but say to persons, if that you want to come to the Bahamas and you want to live in the Bahamas, there's a procedure. That procedure is designed to protect you. So we know who's here. If something should happen to you, the Foreign Affairs Department could properly respond to you.
All migrants captured stated that they entered the country via boat in December 2020. They were arraigned in the magistrate's court on Abaco before Magistrate Ansela Evans. They pleaded guilty to the charge of illegal landing. Upon conviction, they were ordered to remain in immigration custody for deportation, having been fined $300 or default of payment, served 1 month at the Bahamas Department of Correctional Services. The department's thanking the public for its assistance in this matter, adding that it is expected that the Departments of Housing and Environmental Health or any other relevant agency pursue legal recourse for infractions of any other laws with respect to this initial report. In news from the courts, 35-year-old Ladyra Russell had her second day in magistrate's court today for the continuation of those 160 charges of fraud she's facing. Russell appeared before Chief Magistrate Joyanne Ferguson Pratt to answer an additional 70 fraud-related charges. She was charged on Monday with 40 counts of possession of forged documents. It's alleged that between November 2020 to April 2021, she was in possession of a forged doctor's hospital and premier clinical lab negative COVID-19 RT-PCR test in the names of multiple persons, knowing they were not genuine. Today, Russell was charged with 30 counts of forgery for the same. Russell was granted bail in the amount of $40,000 with 2 or 3 sureties. She's expected to return to court on Monday, April 26, to answer the remaining charges and stand trial. And preschoolers to enjoy a week of fun activities as Preschool Week kicked off on Monday. The Ministry of Education's Department of Education Early Childhood Education section had their opening ceremony at the ministry's headquarters on University Drive. The theme this year, Preschool Embracing the New Norm. Education Minister Jeffrey Lloyd, who brought remarks at the official opening, says making an investment in preschool is the most important investment in a country's life. To date, some 99 private preschools across the Bahamas have partnered with the Ministry of Education to accommodate preschoolers, with the ministry providing $2,000 voucher tuition support to each of those institutions per child.
When we started this, Mrs. Burrows provided me with information. We had in the preschool of the ministry some 1,700 plus students. Today, we have got now over 4,500 students as a result of the initiative by the government and the preschool unit of the Ministry of Education. This is incredible. Additionally, The government has gone out and said that if you have a preschool, if you want to start a preschool, if you're qualified, especially in the family islands, we'll give you the land so that we can get our young people at the earliest stages of their lives into a quality program on the way to the life that they are going to live to become productive and effective citizens in our Commonwealth and in the world.
Assistant Director of Education, Early Childhood Education Section, Mrs. Ladyra Burrows, says the ministry has a week planned with exciting events, including tomorrow, April 21st, Literacy Day, story time on Zoom with Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis. This is the 17th edition of Preschool Week. You're watching Jcn News. Stay with us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.